Imagine this: you're casually scrolling through social media. Nothing unusual. Just another normal day online. And then, suddenly, your entire timeline explodes. A short video appears, the quality clearly screen recorded, the setting inside a store.no cinematic teaser. No official trailer. No dramatic countdown, and yet within minutes, one name dominates global conversations: Jungkook. On February 21st, what started as a simple in-store display inside a Calvin Klein location in Tokyo, Japan quickly transformed into a worldwide viral moment. There was no prior announcement from the brand. No press release. Just a commercial playing on a screen inside the store, captured by fans who happened to be there. That's all it took. The footage spread from Japan across Asia, then to America, Europe, and beyond. X, formerly Twitter, timelines flooded. Clips were reposted endlessly. GIFs were created within minutes. The internet did what it does best: amplify a moment into a phenomenon. So what made this particular commercial so powerful? The setting was simple: a cassette and vinyl shop atmosphere. Soft lighting. Shelves filled with records. A nostalgic, almost cinematic vibe. And then Jungkook walks in. No dramatic entrance. No exaggerated gestures, just calm steps. A focused gaze. A quiet confidence that instantly commands attention. The camera follows him as he moves along the shelves, fingers grazing vinyl records one by one. Every motion feels intentional. Controlled. Effortless. It's minimal, but magnetic. When he finally selects a record and places it on the turntable, the energy shifts, music begins to play, and then he starts to move, not in a flashy, stage performance way. Not overly choreographed. But in a way that feels organic, like someone who simply becomes one with the rhythm. Smooth yet powerful. Relaxed yet precise. It's the kind of movement that reminds you why he's often called the Golden Maknae. Not just because he's the youngest member of BTS, but because of the versatility and polish he brings to everything he does. What makes the commercial even more captivating is how the mood subtly changes depending on the vinyl playing. Each shift in sound creates a different atmosphere, and Jungkook adapts seamlessly. Retro-inspired charm, modern edge, cool minimalism. It's almost as if we're watching multiple versions of him in one short video. And yet nothing feels forced. Every transition feels natural. Then comes an unexpected moment. A woman inside the store notices him. Her expression mixes curiosity and admiration. There's a brief interruption, slightly humorous, slightly spontaneous. For a split second, it feels unscripted, but instead of breaking the mood, Jungkook continues dancing with a subtle smile. That tiny interaction only adds to the charm. It makes the entire scene feel more real, less like an advertisement and more like a moment you accidentally walked into. And that authenticity. That's what makes it powerful. Within hours, fan reactions poured in. Superstar JK is back. One post read, another wrote, how can he make even a simple store look like a stage? Many fans expressed curiosity about the music featured in the ad. Others speculated whether this could hint at future projects. Was there an exclusive track tied to the campaign? Could this be connected to something bigger? The mystery surrounding the lack of an immediate official announcement only fueled more discussion. Interestingly, this understated release strategy may have worked perfectly. Instead of leading with marketing noise, the moment allowed the public to react first. The buzz was organic. Fan-driven. Community-powered, and in today's digital era, that kind of authenticity often carries more impact than any traditional campaign. Of course, this isn't Jungkook's first collaboration with Calvin Klein. Previous campaigns already showcased his ability to blend fashion and performance seamlessly. But this Japanese commercial feels different, more mature, more subtle, less about bold statements, and more about presence. He's not just modeling clothing. He's embodying a vibe. A mood. An aura, and perhaps that's what defines his current era the most. There's a noticeable evolution in his expressions. A deeper confidence in how he holds himself. A refined understanding of camera dynamics. He doesn't try to dominate the frame. He simply exists in it, and that's enough. Tokyo became the birthplace of this viral wave, but the impact stretched far beyond one city. From Asia to North America, his name once again climbed trending lists. Fans analyzed every detail, the outfit, the choreography, the background elements, even the choice of vinyl records sparked conversations, because with Jungkook, every small detail feels intentional. Every appearance feels like a chapter in a larger story. What's especially fascinating is how a short in-store video, something that could have gone completely unnoticed, turned into a global headline within hours. It speaks to something bigger than just fandom excitement. It reflects influence. It reflects presence. It reflects the kind of star power that doesn't rely on loud announcements. Sometimes all it takes is one quiet moment. A walk between vinyl shelves. A turntable. A subtle smile, and the world pauses. As the viral storm gradually settles, one thing remains undeniable: Jungkook understands impact. Whether on a massive stadium stage or inside a softly lit store in Tokyo, he knows how to command attention without forcing it. Every step becomes a story, every appearance becomes a headline. If this is what a single, unexpected commercial can do, it's hard not to wonder what happens next, because if history has shown us anything, it's this: when Jungkook moves, the world watches. And perhaps that's the most fascinating part of this entire moment. There were no flashing billboards announcing his arrival. No dramatic countdown clocks. No carefully staged press conference. Just a screen inside a Calvin Klein store in Tokyo playing a beautifully shot commercial, yet somehow, it felt bigger than a global launch event. That's the paradox of Jungkook's influence. In an era where artists often rely on heavy promotion, algorithm strategies, and calculated hype cycles, he proves that presence alone can be enough. When your identity as a performer is already deeply rooted in global culture, even the quietest appearance can echo loudly. What makes this particular campaign resonate so strongly is its simplicity. The setting, a vinyl and cassette store, is symbolic. Vinyl represents nostalgia, authenticity, and timeless artistry. It's physical music in a digital world. Intentional listening in an era of endless scrolling, placing Jungkook in that environment feels meaningful. It connects him to the roots of music. To texture. To analog warmth. And at the same time, it highlights the contrast, because he himself represents the future of global pop. There's also something poetic about the way he moves between the shelves. Music, fashion, and performance, three pillars that have defined his career, merge into one cohesive narrative. He isn't just wearing the brand. He's living inside the aesthetic, and fans notice these details. They analyze the styling choices, the lighting tones, the choreography style, the shift in facial expressions from soft introspection to confident playfulness. Nothing escapes their attention. This is what happens when an artist builds trust with their audience over time. Every new project feels like a clue. Every appearance feels like a breadcrumb leading somewhere bigger. Speculation continues to circulate. Is this a standalone campaign? Could there be behind-the-scenes footage? A longer version of the commercial? A digital release tied to music platforms? The questions keep the momentum alive, but beyond speculation, what truly stands out is growth. There's a clear evolution in Jungkook's aura. The youthful energy that once defined him has matured into something more grounded. His movements are less about proving skill, and more about embodying emotion. He doesn't dance to impress. He dances to express. That distinction matters, because it signals artistic confidence.